With this song comes. A lot of scripts or something running here. Dang, I can't load. I gotta sit here and wait to select everything. You guys that now? Friendly coming in from the rear. This one right here? Yep. O'Connell can see that actually. Yep. I push down, Lilyberry. Guess I'm gonna line up with this. Tapping a wait to someone watching. Copy. We'll push in if you're watching the hallway, Dale. Alright, go ahead, Littleberry. Yep. Civilian over here. Littleberry's down. Yep. Yeah, Littleberry's down. Throw the flash in this room over here. There's no way. Mike's muted. Alpha, this is Smith. We got civilian over here. A civilian over here on the southern side. Can't tie him up. He's not surrendered. Copy last. Copy. I would do go away, but I don't know if he's gonna grab a rifle or. Oh, is he telling him to get down? You can tie him? I didn't even know that. Oh, they shift F or something. Okay. What do we do with him? Here? Okay. Doesn't usually LT grab him? The LT usually grabs him. I saw him put a couple back there. Copy. There's one right here. There's another one over here, LT. There's one more in this room. I'm not against it. The exit's over here, LT. LT. Exit's over here. Lieutenant, the exit's over here. If you're wondering. Hello. Hello, O'Connell. Okay, I should have done that. I don't know what I was thinking. No, no, you can't do that. You really cannot do that. You cannot do that, Zeus operator. What if they even called? Yeah, can't do that. Hey, Jacobs, you're in the middle of the fatal funnel, dude. Get out the fatal funnel. And then you walk in front of my barrel, dude. You gotta pay attention to stuff. To your right, to your right, Jacobs, to your right. Even if it's not your sector, dude, you take shots from there, so you immediately gauge that point. Yep, your left is clear. Fine. I can't see. All right, your left's clear. From what I can see. Oh God. Ooh, that was close. Excuse me. Blueberry. Was it you that was with? No, Okano. Was it you that was with me when that when I just got tracked? No, when we were both holding that angle. Were you with me? Yeah. What that person did was they weren't supposed to do that. I said what the person did was PCI mainly. That guy. Yep. And down me from that way. Yep. Thank you, Ferguson. Yeah, I already knew. Can't do that, especially when no one has done anything. Thank you, Sergeant Barton. Just wanted to point out for. Can you hear me now? Okay. Thanks, Sergeant Barton. I just wanted to point out, just for anyone whoever is a Ares use operator, remember, your job is not to do PvP, especially when you have eyes on everyone else from a larger view. You still have to act as when you're controlling an AI as if you don't know location to everyone else. Um, Me and Private O'Connell was holding a fatal funnel, and we were very tight on it. Only thing that was covering or showing that was our head and our barrel. And then one guy just peeks out quickly within a split second. I get shot down from one headshot. So please, guys, keep it attentive that you controlling a player that you should be doing hip fire, not just looking down your sights and worrying about PvP, but we're about to try to just increase the intensity of the firefight. Thank you, Sergeant. I hope Sergeant Barnes, Sergeant McCoy realize that. Not supposed to worry about PvP and then know the location everyone else at, and then tries to run to that position and then know where everyone else is at, peek out from the corner real quick, and then take out two guys from there. Not supposed to do that.
Back into a decent spot, and then also when the gunfire started, most all
Definitely
of them
not.
laid down, so I had to try and grab them as groups and force them to stand up. Medical.
You already seen that.
I think he's so important. I just wanted
what I just did when I was positioning my body was to show a little, much less of my body as possible, so that person picked up from that corner and they wouldn't even see me. But he already knew I was at that corner because he saw it from Zeus. That's how they control the AI. And then scoped in and knew exactly how high I was and just peeked out and just shot me. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to. That's why every time I'm controlling a Zeus.
Where's that? Thank you, Specialist Pinson.
I peek out from a corner as if I didn't know no one was there. Then when I see him, then I'll start firing and I move back to cover.
He is not. Are there any other questions or comments?
If we were throwing a flashbang, that's something different. Then you'd have ran there.
Silence is not an answer.
No, Sergeant.
Sergeant.
Roger that. This was a short one. I expected it to take longer. Sergeant McCoy, you're back. Do you have anything to add from your perspective?
Thank you, Sergeant, for the brief time that I was watching from above. I will say, with the strength of the teams right now, pausing to take care of medical was a little unnecessary a couple times. You guys got bogged down because one guy was down or needed a little medical, but you still could have pushed on with two, three people and got it done even quicker. But from what I basically from all I saw, that was the one thing that stood out to me. That's all I got. Thank you, Sergeant.
Roger that. Thank you, Sergeant. Stand by 1 second. Are you working on that, sir? Telly, you have a question?
Yes, sir. Just with as much time that we still have, would you want to quickly garrison a town or something that we can push through, or were you going to call it, or?
The lieutenant is working on that right now.
Copy.
Oh, I actually had some, Sergeant.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Sergeant. Alright, so, I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be some of you know this, but, like, if you open up your micro dagger right now, it's kind of just a useless fucking blob of color. because it's too zoomed out. If you guys didn't know, you can actually zoom in that that side view of it, so you get a little more descriptive. It's useful for mount and shit. You open it up and then Control Shift and then like page up, page down. You can zoom that shit in, so it's more useful in close quarter situations. Not really important, but that's all I had, sir.
That is important, Sergeant Dale. You put it.
That is actually very useful. Thank you, Sergeant.
A good word to the wise, what I've done is I've taken and re-key bound the control page up, page down to F9, F10.
Another thing you could do is, it's like I have it on my mouse, is right below my scroll wheel. I've got 2 buttons. I just use those. Works pretty well. Don't have to move your hand away from the control to do it.
Your DPI, Sergeant Dale?
DPI? Negative.
That's what those 2 buttons are, buddy.
That's
Never
not
mind.
what I use it for. I have reprogrammed for this.
Oh, okay.
Sergeant Barton, if we're going to do more, can we get a resupply?
Yeah, that's the process
I
that's
should do.
happening right now. Specialist Perkinson, you had a question.
I haven't recombined
disregard
them.
that, Sergeant
I've
Barton.
had
Back to
intentions
supply.
of doing
Thank you.
about what, month or 2.
Okay, we are going to move into
I wonder how's it like to go on Ultra.
CQC,
Want to get me a
CQB. From this point on, in a urban environment. So, what I want to see from you guys is communication between the squad, or between the fire teams rather. I'd like you to move online with each other if you could. Make sure that you're covering your sectors, second floor windows, balconies. Call up any issues that you may have. Make sure that the rifleman is called in on armored targets quickly, and that those shots are placed correctly. Sir, may I ask a question?
Most definitely.
What is the status of 40 Mike Mikes in town? Probably no.
I mean, so no. Tonight, fuck it. Sergeant Barton, you're gonna go out there, so I'm gonna let you make that call. If you see civilians, obviously, you can't, right? Because you need to preserve civilian life. Though if you're getting engaged from something, I'm not gonna bat an eyelash. I think that's not really the focus tonight, right? Much more about coordination between the both fire teams and the efficiency here, hopefully. Absolutely. Good. All right, let's hold off on 40 Mike Mikes. Gentlemen, resupply is behind you. Grab your gear.
Oh, there was actually one last thing we forgot.
Go ahead. Aha, that's right. Good call.
Okay, really? Put down my Forces Risky Raider.
Ever make sure that you got night vision.
Mitchell, don't forget to replace the box I took from you, please.
Roger that.
CM magazine.
Someone stole my radio.
Senator McCoy, are you going to take your team now?
Someone's having some.
I'm ready to do whatever.
Absolutely.
Roger that.
Just want to read you 5 by 5.
All right, Alpha, I'm stepping up. Thank you, Reed. Sound like you did a pretty good job.
You got a question, Barton?
Oh, no, just stand over
Copy, Alpha.
Can we wait here for like 2 hours? So it's nighttime?
It doesn't want me to carry any extra ammo for them.
Be on the ground with them tonight?
That's fine if you'd like.
Cool beans.
No?
It's hard to be.
Grab auto rifle belts. I can always use a few hundred more rounds.
Use
Yeah, I'll take it as a no.
Copy.
Oh, say again, Sergeant Specialist Reed.
Just so you know, your route is
Should be good.
marked on the map if you look
Copy.
at the Lala. There's some line
guys-
drawn
you guys
there.
tracking that?
There is some fire at the end of the tower.
Whatever.
That's essentially your guys'
Okay.
goal. I made it
You
nice.
didn't hear
and
one,
easy
Reed.
to see.
Blueberry push yellow.
Roger that. We're starting to the north.
Exactly. Starting in the north, pushing to the south, and then as far as you guys can
Someone's,
make
let me
it
get
top
your
of
hot
the hour.
mic.
Roger that.
hot
And
mic.
how far off of the ASR do you want
hot
us
mic
to
on the
move?
radio
You want
would
us
be
to clear everything to the coast?
Master hot Mikey.
How about now?
Anything you guys are getting engaged.
Yeah,
by,
my shit's
also-
fucked up. It doesn't say it's transmitting on
That's gonna be
transmitting
up
on
to your
TeamSpeak.
discretion.
Roger that.
Yeah.
Understood.
It was just your caps lock was stuck or something.
Is it better now?
And how are we getting there from here?
Yeah, I just had to
I
spam the
have
fuck
a
out of my
teleport
radio.
pole already placed there, titled Valhalla. You're clear to move at your discretion.
Yeah, it was weird. Because I have my
If you feel
TeamSpeak
you
open,
need
I was like,
set,
what the fuck do you mean
have
I'm not
time.
working?
I'm not going to limit you.
Understood. Thank you, sir.
Sergeant Barton, are you going to be on the ground with us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Bravo, let me know when you're ready to go.
Alpha, send up ready.
Mitchell's
Mike is ready.
All right, 1, 2, let's roll.
ready.
You look at your map. We are going to be patrolling a route on the western coast, northeast of Kavala. Grid ref 040138. You guys tally that, Mark?
Eyes on.
Confirm.
Eyes on.
Confirm sword.
Okay, we're gonna move southwest towards Castro. Intel reports that there is a very bright fire burning. That is our objective, to get to that position. We're gonna move out, beginning in a staggered column. Alpha in the front, Bravo in the rear. We will clear buildings as we're taking contact. Don't clear anything that you deem is unnecessary to clear. All right, we have a time constraint on this objective, so let's move through it as quickly as we can, but as safely as we can at the same time. Everybody tally? Where's that? There's a teleport pole somewhere. We're teleporting to Kavala. Let's move back to this one on the to the south here. Alpha Bravo, eyes and ears, lock and load.
Alpha copies, ready to rock.
Bravo copies.
Alright, Alpha, let's push it south. Let's final this pole. Get out there.
O'Connell copies. Moving the bundle to pole.
Alpha, engage fondling. To Valhalla.
Valhalla.
Valhalla. Isn't that the term for heaven or some shit?
Enjoy your day, Sergeant Tell.
Viking heaven, yeah.
Hey, gentlemen, you better get your fucking shit ready to
Bravo,
go. Have fun.
security.
Alpha, on me. Push southeast, get security. Get up on this wall, start engaging.
Bravo, what are we doing?
Roger, you got a shot on him? Let's take him out.
Alright, Alpha. Building out across the street. Start moving.
Alpha copies. Alright, Alpha, let's push up to this entrance, cross the street, clear that building, get security.
Alpha Bravo, make sure that you're not using your IR lasers in case these guys can see them.
We're moving, Sergeant.
Bravo copies.
On your 6, O'Connell.
No IR.
Remember, IR laser discipline, unless we're in CQB.
Alright, watching front. Watch my left. Yeah, shit.
Good contact, 159er.
Excuse me, crossing.
Mission forward for the
Crossing.
brief.
Fine. You good?
Oh, that's crossing.
We got contact. Contact front.
Oh, shit.
Alright.
Smith, you alright? Okay, cool.
We got a whole squad on about 10 foot of wall.
We sure do.
Are you set?
That's why I'm back here.
Alright, crossing.
I cannot see over this hump in the street.
Alright, Mitchell, let's give Alpha some space here.
Roger.
Go across.
Two crossing.
Crossing.
Alright, I'm set. Start
Taking shots to the
Alpha, start crossing.
Contacts 198.
Crossing.
Contacts 19 or 8.
Pushing across.
You guys blind? Right there.
Alpha's actually in traffic, over.
Yeah, I got that 19 or 8, securing the crossroads to the southwest, over.
216 moving towards us.
Solid copy.
Contact.
Hey, no, I'm good.
Alright, Reed, once you cross, get that south-southwest side of the corner. right there. Get security. Two guys just ran up out of that corner.
Southwest.
Reloading.
Hey, firm, there's more.
Stay on the line as much as you can.
Moving.
Alpha, looks like you've got one member of your fire team on the opposite side of the road from you. Over.
Alpha copies. We're reconsolidating time now. Alright, Alpha, let's reconsolidate.
Alpha, this is Bravo, over.
Be advised,
On
we
your
have
ground.
the entire squad
are
on
we
one wall.
tearing down the ASR, or are we gonna take
Alright,
these
let's
buildings?
move. Crossing.
On you.
Sergeant Grover.
Unknown at this time.
Crossing crossing McCoy.
Yeah,
Sergeant Grover, we moving this way?
Break. Alpha out.
Just wait for a second here.
South interrogative over.
Move past you, Alpha.
Oh shit.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
get
go
some
over there.
people on this
Alpha,
side of
I
the
didn't
street.
hear you
Let
on
Bravo
radio.
have that
Back
side.
in the wall.
Actually, let's
Fuck
Alpha
is going on?
2 have copy.
Crossing.
They're getting grenades thrown at them. We have a squad within 10 feet. Crossing.
Dale, stay low.
Girls, girls.
Alright, we're
Crossing.
gonna take the ASR. It's marked
If we're not
on the
getting
map.
engaged from a building, I think we're skipping.
Girls watching high.
Bravo, you're
We
way
did
up
get
on
engaged from over there earlier. I'm checking.
Copy.
Okay, go across. Go across. Keep going. Keep going.
Bravo.
Smith and Jacobs are across.
Girls, girls.
Shit.
Go. McCoy, go.
Shit.
Bravo, copy.
You're bunched up. You're bunched up.
We're gonna
Last
We're
man.
bunched up. We're bunched up. Spread it out. Sticking on this ASR. Smith, push up.
Alpha Bravo.
Removing this light.
Both
Take
sides
your
of the
point.
road.
oh, wait one.
Watch the sector across from you.
you, Sergeant McCoy.
It's alright.
Headed.
You just fucked him over.
Stop shooting the lights. We're waiting for Bravo.
from
south, sounds like.
Reloading.
No
Taking contact from the southwest.
Crossing.
07.
Contact southwest. 207.
Sorry, I called it out that I was shooting light.
Alright, Reed, pull up on me. Get that AR pointed out southwest. We're gonna cross this building to the south.
Oh, sorry,
Get on that wall. Let me know when you're set, Reed.
Hey, Smith.
I'm loading.
Let me get the
You want
Smith.
NVGs?
Yeah, take it.
Can't see over the
Come on.
ground. Read set.
Alright, we're okay. Get in
I
front.
have a
though.
flashlight.
I see one Berry 210.
How am I getting it?
Crossing.
Contact.
Engage.
182 on the road.
That's your bag.
Alpha.
One Berry
start
210.
crossing.
Guys, go. Follow McCoy.
Get on that corner, Cal. Yep, got it.
He's down. Take it.
Got the back.
Pick
All
up
right.
the pace a little
Go.
bit.
Mind you.
Go.
Let's move down the wall here, Dale, and clear this.
McCoy set. Watch your back. Pushing up.
Bravo south over.
Crossing belt. Copy.
Crossing.
Last man.
Going right.
Alright, I'm set here. We're gonna keep pushing west till we're back on that ASR.
I'm with Dale.
Alright, you guys. can
Alpha,
move
this is
over,
1-2
hold outside.
over.
Looking right. Bottom's clear.
Going up.
Radio check 112.1 over. Activist.
Your shots coming from our west.
Alright, Alpha, I'm set here. Cross west, relink with Bravo on the ASR. Go, go, go.
McCoy copies. Moving.
Additional contact.
Jacobs head across.
2 blocks up.
Top's clear.
Set. Come across Alpha.
Crossing.
Alpha, this is actual. Looks like you're getting a little bit off the ASR. Are you taking contact over there? Over.
Negative, that was the safest route to move.
We're moving to the next building.
Got your
Cal.
back, Smith.
Crossing.
Are you having trouble with his comms?
Alpha.
Go ahead, go.
Okay, that must be me.
Last man.
Bravo
Oh,
Alpha. Set.
Collapsing.
Go for Bravo.
Bravo Alpha, we're coming up from your south, relinking with you on the MSR, or ASR. Over.
Bravo copies.
Littleberry on point. Start pushing up a little bit.
I don't like being here.
Copy, 154.
I'm over you. I don't see him.
Roger, keep your security. Now we're back online. We're going to be pushing southwest. Reference micro dagger for the route.
Here's on a vehicle.
Roger.
Vehicle moving in from the southwest.
Mitchell, get the alarm ready.
Yeah, BTR, southwest. Coming up on
My
us.
bread and butter, baby.
Bravo, nice.
It's down.
Alpha, hold AT.
Critical. Should be popping off in a second.
Bravo Alpha, good shot over.
Wow, thanks.
All right, take a
Was not
take a
missed.
buddy with
Gun
you.
is still active.
Move to clear that.
It's catastrophic. It should be going down in a second.
We have too many people on this wall.
Yeah, this is
Roger, good shot.
Yeah, same here.
After the south over.
Alright, I'm going over you.
How about we
Push back. Off the MSR to keep looking
Or-
south.
yeah,
Pick
I'll
off
take-
over.
Solid copy.
Yeah.
Solid copy, actually south.
Alright,
Alright, Alpha, we're shifting. Read on point. We're going to go south to avoid this. No, go the other way. Other way.
Yeah, we're going south. We're going
Solid
south.
copy. Yeah, we are moving time now.
South.
Alright, we're splitting it up.
Going in right.
Make sure we get more spacing. We're just moving south to avoid this cook-off. We're going to move south to the next ASR, shift northwest back to the main ASR.
Smith, you're on point. We gotta get around that BTR.
We can go through this building probably to the front.
Yep, go through the building. Open.
We're pushing through this building to get to the road.
Opening.
Go swift. Yeah, there should be stairs to our left.
Alright. Opening door. Gun out left.
Got our right.
Alright, Alpha, we're going to shift right. We're going to go turn right here back to the ASR to the west.
Okay, turn right. Go.
Jacobs, take us out. Jacobs on point, go.
Copy.
Keep 10 meter spacing. Actually, disregard. Jacob, shift left here, cross left into this courtyard. You gotta avoid the cook-off again.
Copy. Moving west.
Alright, Alpha, let's keep moving.
Sounds like they're taking shots from the south.
Roger that. Let's get back to this ASR here so we can support Bravo.
Copy.
Guns left.
We're black on AP. Can you pick up enemy
Contact 242. Bravo to the south.
No eyes.
I lasered in. They are 244. 244.
244. Back up.
Right,
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 right. Three down. Watch your head. Jacob, O'Connell, stay low.
Copy.
Yeah, can you cover rear, little bear? You
patching
can
right
get on. On your right, Jacobs.
Copy.
Bravo
Let's
South,
squeeze it,
priority
let's
traffic. Movement to your right in the courtyard, direct west, behind that building you're approaching.
Alright, let's keep going. Down the street. Jacobs.
Check
We're moving.
Come.
Oscar Mike.
Alright, let's go, push it out.
Hey.
Watch Bravo's flank. They got guys in front of them. They can't see him yet. Watch that courtyard, over northwest.
Copy.
You.
Eyes on.
Right, looks clear. Going right.
Stop them.
Alright, good shit.
Left kill, hold left.
Yeah, got
Take in for Bravo.
I got guys in the courtyard behind the house and putting a frag behind it.
Keep pushing up. Alright. Let's clear one of these houses here on this corner and set up a position to wait for Bravo.
None of them are up.
Hold on, I
That,
got
but
eyes.
we can try.
Bravo, send it.
We're clearing out this courtyard.
Patrol to the right, patrol west, patrol west.
Copy.
Reloading.
There's another one behind the
this
wall. I
is
see an
Alpha.
RPG. Right there.
Bravo Alpha, we just had a
Hello.
patrol coming at us from our
267.
direct west, direct south. Took down most of them, but still active, over.
There's one over there.
You guys got
Yeah.
them?
He's behind that
Got a
triangle of
patrol,
Friendlies.
Yeah, that's okay. Shift your sectors, keep your sectors. Don't focus on one spot.
I'm crossing.
Too many danger areas.
Copy, I need advantage. Stay firm. Let's
Alright. Let's secure this corner right here until Bravo's online with us.
Every guy I've checked doesn't have MVGs. So it's clear to use IR.
Dale, I've found
Okay.
guys with NVGs before.
Go for Bravo.
Bravo, we're securing our current position
Feels
at the
great.
Hey.
corner until you're
Now,
online
hey,
with us.
where to see those guys with
Bravo
MVGs?
copies, we're on our way.
Um,
Alright, let's move back
a
over to Alpha there.
while ago I tripped over on. There's one right in front of you. This guy
There
has
is?
NVGs.
Yes. Actually, this is
Contact
my
down.
requested permission to pick up MVGs off of this guy here.
238.
They firm do it.
Copy.
Alright, keep cover until they're online with us. Just hold this sector. Hold your sectors.
Smith. Has NVG.
Let's keep moving.
Copy.
You got 2 foot soldiers down the block.
Let them up. This is Alpha. We're engaging
They're down.
infantry contact south down the ASR.
Alright, let's go. Bravo's
Why is he in
online.
the middle of the road?
We're online with you, Alpha.
Roger that. We are Oscar
Copy,
Mike
sorry.
south on the east side of the road.
Moving, Doc.
Alright, Alpha, push it up.
I can
Mount
see
procedures.
it.
Taking us out.
We're moving down the road here, Bravo.
We're going set, cover.
Bravo, make sure that you're checking second
Keep crossing,
floors,
keep crossing.
second floors.
Jacobs, don't be crossing these intersections on your own. Make
Contact
sure
rear.
you're setting security.
What about that
Guys,
guy?
Doc just shot somebody behind us.
Yeah, we had a guy come up behind us.
Set, cross.
Push the patch, Dale.
Yeah, move into this
I'm
compound.
Reed's fucking down here in my position on the corner.
I got Sal.
Roger, get him to safety.
Set.
Mike, this Alpha.
This is Mike. Send it for
Mike, I got Reed down. Mike,
Give him some more space over here.
northeast corner of our-
on it. Shoot him fast.
I got a guy coming down the
Copy.
road.
My copies. I'm moving to you now.
Crossing.
2 guys,
Crossing,
290 west.
Banding ahead.
Alright, push and pass. Jacobs, move it up.
Copy.
Sergeant Grover, stay low.
And keep your laser off for now, unless we're like.
Right arm.
Yeah.
Nade!
Block.
Nade grenade!
They're finding
Oh,
NVGs
I'm out
on the
of ammo,
enemy.
right behind us.
Just killed the guy in the road door immediate north.
How can I be out of ammo?
Alright, Jacobs, try and shift. Pull back to this corner, Jacobs. Yeah, pull back to this corner. I'll watch the store, you watch out front.
That's a guy running
The
right next us.
Where did he come
I
from?
got.
Happy.
We're supposed to be heading
Snapping on Reed.
southwest now.
Coming up
down
Reed
this
now.
To the right off the split.
Yeah.
I'm up.
Alpha Bravo, what's your
Turning
status
around.
over?
Got your. We're taking contact from the rear. I'm watching rear
That's
with
green.
actual.
Changing.
They'll open up.
Mitchell's
Reed, I'm
ran.
in.
Alpha, we got apparent contact from the rear. Looks
Copy.
like all my guys are up at this time. We're gonna try and keep pushing. Interrogative over.
Send it over.
AR changing.
Interrogative actually.
Wolfberry, go ahead and cross. I got
onto
this corner.
MSR
Crossing.
here over.
We got the rear.
Or ASR.
I got the front
Colonel's
watch.
moving.
AR's
Got
up.
eyes on.
Alpha copies.
We're gonna be shifting west on the MSR.
Alright,
That one
Jacobs.
through the feet, Bravo. We're all green.
Alright, Jacobs, get security to the southeast. I'm gonna cross.
Copy.
Get moving.
Make sure you're shooting.
Bravo,
Set.
this is Alpha.
Roger that.
No, I was just
Yeah.
Bravo's Alpha.
Shooting a light.
Go for Bravo.
clear across.
Bravo's Alpha. I'm gonna cross
Last man.
far to the southwest.
Last
I got my guys covering southeast. If you wanna
Mitchell,
watch
yep,
that
just like you are. Watch my left, man.
southern
Watch you
ASR
south.
over.
Bravo copies. We're gonna watch the south, ASR and west.
I saw that guy
Mitchell,
coming
yep.
around.
Alpha, this is Reed. Advise.
My gun
Op
was
4
empty.
have suppressed
I pulled my
AKs.
sidearm. and-
Roger that. Alright, Alpha, listen up. We're crossing southwest in front of Bravo.
Bravo's crouching,
we gotta make it
crossing
quick.
southwest.
Colonel's copies.
Crossing behind you, Smith.
Roger.
Crossing.
Crossing.
Let's go, Doc.
Crossing.
Copy on you.
Crossing.
Alright, Alpha, once we're across, get set and cover Bravo's movement to get online with
Last
us.
man. Colonel set. Covering.
Bravo's
Set.
Alpha.
Go for Bravo.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bravo's Alpha, we are set covering for you to push up online over.
I'm here in the helo.
Break. Helo coming in. Bearing 175. Hip.
Roger that. Be advised, Alpha has a helo coming in bearing 175. Hip, over.
Got eyes on.
There's press weapon.
Actually, this is Mike. I got
Down.
2 guys coming to the northwest up the
I'm
alley.
hit.
The helo's
Yeah,
right above
no,
us.
Where's that? Alpha Bravo, maintain your
Alright, hold here. We need
Requesting
Bravo
permission
online.
to engage. That thing's made of tissue paper.
Give me a gaze. That helo is right above us.
Negative.
Reloading.
Negative, hold fire.
There's another one closer.
5 guys.
Copy. Push.
Reloading.
Hey, there's another guy.
Alpha's up. Reloading.
I can hit the fire.
Want me to send the 40 over there just in case? Elevator landed.
Can I use a fucking RPG on that?
Where's that? Still clear.
Oh, I could totally hit that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Bravo, please let me hit it.
Negative. Hold AT. Hold AT. We're gonna need it.
Copy. Double screen. Bandaging.
Alright, somebody hit it.
Oh, come back up. Tell Bravo we're taking contacts from the southwest.
Hey, Sergeant Smith's down Littleberry. Let's get across the fucking road. Oh wait, no, Bravo's over
Contact
there.
down the road.
Y'all bandaging?
Both Smith and McCoy are down. Reed, what's your status?
Alpha 2 I see stepping up.
Okay.
Where's
Reed's
McCoy?
up, I'm covering actual Mike. They're pushing building.
Got shots from that side,
Copy.
fucking to our west.
Here, Smith, switch out with me. Help me get cover for
Hey,
McCoy.
it's combat. Bravo, combat. With the healers out there.
Alpha, one person come back to me, Smith.
Copies.
Coming back up, coming back up.
I'm up, there's another one.
Taking shots from the east.
Got fucking spec ops.
Sorry, Bravo, I'm in your ranks, but
Bravo
That's
copies.
fine.
Mike, this is Alpha.
Dale, push past you.
Yeah, we could move. Tell it, still got
Taking shots from behind.
There's guys in the
Somebody
right.
fucking covering me here.
UCLS to get Alpha.
That's what I'm
Working on it. Had to get a little. Copy.
I dropped them. Move back.
1-6-1-2.
Drag out.
Littleberry's down in my position. I'm
Black
bringing
on
him up.
AT
Hey,
again.
there's guys to your right, Bravo.
Mike, this is Alpha.
Send it.
Got
Yeah, but
multiple
it's a good
guys
reason
down
to
on
be back
Alpha's
on
pause.
AT.
Over.
Crossing.
1-6-1-2. South.
Pull Littleberry back, pause.
Moving.
Copy.
Alpha Bravo, rally on my position.
Past.
Alpha rally on actual's position.
We're gonna rally on.
Go ahead and put
Crossing.
There he goes.
Get Alpha back
Alpha's
up.
up.
Mitchell, good cross.
Go. Alpha's up.
Copy, moving.
Crossing.
Hey, firm.
Alpha, pause exercise. Pause exercise.
pause exercise.
Copy.
Actual's position to the southeast. Over.
Rally on actual.
Put your rifle on safety.
Make sure condition
1-6 is
3,
1-2
safety
over.
on.
Yes, sir.
Disregard. 1-2's all rallied.
Brad, Roger. Okay, everybody, really quick, you guys are doing really well because I know this is like really, really hectic, really confusing. What we're working on right now is synergy and kind of just pushing through this safely together, right? Sergeant Barton, one thing I want you to remember is that you and Doc are also part of this team. Unfortunately, though, you don't have the firepower to be able to protect yourself that well, right?
Roger.
You guys remember where fire team leaders? Do you guys remember where you guys were at?
Who?
Block away, right?
Confirm, sir.
Sergeant Barton got down on that wall. If Doc had gone down and Sergeant Barton gone down, which one of you would have known that?
Hey, Sergeant. Or LT, sorry.
Yeah.
I was covering them with the AR as they pushed up.
Roger
My gun
that.
would
Okay.
click as the guy pushed out of the building. I had to swap to my pistol.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess that's kind of extending it. Just keep in mind that as like a squad leader, my suggestion: try to keep with these guys only because we can simulate tonight is that we can say there's other squads, I guess, on your flanks, if that makes sense. But try to keep this more cordoned off, I guess, if we can. I will try to help keep it cordoned off on that road, along that path. But my suggestion is fire team leaders as well. Try to be mindful of, again, your guys' positioning in relation to the squad leader as well. It's your responsibility to provide security, right? Little things, but you guys are kicking ass, so there's not a whole lot. I wanted to know if you guys, as fire team leaders and fire team members, are learning anything so far. And if so, maybe share something real quick before we continue on.
If I may make a comment, sir.
Please.
So, when we crossed over to this side of the road, Alpha was bunched up on that corner. So I made the decision for Doc and I to move to this side of the road behind this bush. When Doc noticed the enemies on the back side of this wall. So instead of allowing them to flank our position, I made the decision to push up. I should have let my fire teams know that I was pushing up to clear that out, or have one of them transition to my position to clear it out for me. And I neglected to do that, so my bad. That's all I have, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, wholeheartedly. I'm I'm not looking to ream anybody or anything. To be frank, my main goal and interest here is learning and like improving. And as a squad leader in 1-3, what I like to do is make sure that during trainings, at least, that we communicate and we talk about what we're learning, if that makes sense. Because a lot of time people get in here, we shoot a lot of shit, we go through a lot of hectic stuff, and then a week later we forget about it because we didn't really actually process it, right?
Absolutely.
So definitely no. Thank you very much. Does anybody have anything that they maybe want to point out as a tip or a suggestion along the way before we continue on? Please. Ruby, yeah. Anybody else have any pieces that you guys have learned from? And again, this is not like anything's bad. Maybe it was hey, I realized XYZ makes this process a lot easier, right? That's what we're here for.
I just had a actually extra side note comment, sir.
Please.
So I actually just noticed this, but looks like Alpha is extra heavy. I think it looks like we have 6 people in Alpha right now. So as far as like the bunching up goes, in actuality, it wouldn't look as bad in like an actual scenario with 4 or even 5 people. But at the same time, we do need to be mindful of our danger areas, and that since we have a heavy team, we can cover more danger areas. So when there's contact from one direction, I don't want to see 6 fucking rifles all dropping their sector to engage that one guy. You got to hold your sector. And that's how we get fucked. When one person drops their sector, that could fuck the whole team, the whole squad over. So make sure you're paying attention and trust the guy next to you to do their job. And so if they're trusting you, you trust them. If everyone's doing their job, then we have all the sectors covered. We don't have to worry about that. If you need help or you're feeling overwhelmed, then call it up. But if you're taking contact or you hear a contact report, don't just drop your sector to try and light some dude up. Remember, it's the safety of the man next to you is on you. That's all I got, Sergeant. Thank you. And Lieutenant, excuse me.
No, definitely. Thank you, guys. Sergeant Barnett, anything before we kill some more?
Actually, I do have one suggestion.
Hot damn, please.
Since we are 6 in Alpha, we want to shift 1 over to Bravo, so it's 5 and 5 instead of 6 and 4.
We generally
That's
teach
fine.
2-man buddy teams.
That's also true. I mean, it's all good for me. I just was throwing that out there.
Are you guys stressed tonight at all? Have you guys gotten stressed at any point during this exercise?
Hell no, sir.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, as soon as I teleport away, you guys are about to get your ass whooped.
God damn it.
Great.
God damn it, Dale.
Super stressed, LT. Super stressed.
Okay, well, I guess you sons of bitches are gonna start crying. When I'm gone, you guys, have fucking fun, okay?
Cool.
Alpha,
Yes, sir.
security, go. Get in position.
Alpha Bravo, get security. We got about 10 blocks. Let's do this.
Are we heading back to our positions?
Get back to the same position. Oh, hold on, stand by. Just get out and get your sectors.
Let's just grab security where we were.
We're getting back.
Southwest.
So it begins.
Roger that.
Alright, Alpha, do not push past that corner. Let Bravo get
Smoke down the road.
Watch the front sector.
Yeah, you do. All right.
Also
Say
killed
again?
one across
Bravo, South.
bearing
Go for Bravo.
211. Direction.
Secure that
Yeah,
northwestern.
I'll take that. I'll take that
road.
courtyard if you want to get
Then we
down the
can
road.
push past.
Copy.
Affirm. We're gonna secure it. Let's cross this and secure it.
Smith,
Alpha 1-2, move to your pause.
Copy.
I hear an
You got
engine
corner there, Phil?
southwest.
I got her 6.
Yeah, here's something.
Street.
Cross it.
It's Alpha, Audible on the big southwest.
I got left.
Fire in the back.
to our left.
On your left.
BTR behind us.
BTR behind us. BTR behind us. Turn north.
Copy.
Yep. BTR might 145.
Yeah.
Guys, already put enough full box since we started.
Contact here in the middle of the street.
Sorry, no time to call rocket.
Down the road.
Smoke actual.
Let's keep moving.
There she goes.
Bravo's tell.
2 well-placed 40s.
Go for Bravo.
Seven.
Be advised.
I'm good. I'm just holding security down the road until we're ready to go.
Understood. You're clear to pick up
Cleared
any
out.
ATs to go. Over. Let's go down.
You're clear to pick up any
Wanna go
ATs.
clear?
Copy that.
Alright,
How far away is this?
All right, go past.
The one literally
Go past.
Yellow.
Let's go in here.
It's yellow, it's my BTR.
Past.
Shots, right side.
Can't see a thing.
Keep pushing, sorry about that.
No problem.
Oh, good
Flash
shit.
in.
Hey, Reed Smith. I just dropped one across the street to the south, to the northwest.
Alpha, don't push up too much further.
Crossing.
Bravo's gonna clear the house.
Crossing.
Copy that.
Disregard, come back.
Crossing, sorry.
Alpha, hold security. Front and to the side. Watch these buildings to the northwest.
Copy.
Past you.
Roger that. We're
Turn it southwest.
right here until you're online.
Where is it?
Alpha Bravo, this is 1-2 actual. Be advised, I'm on the second floor of the building on your position. Over.
Alpha copies.
Alright, grabbing.
Smith, you're clear to pick up.
I'm gonna crawl back.
Alright.
Lobby.
Jacobs, you're clear to pick up off 4 AT. Find it.
Copy.
That was from our left. Southeast.
Yeah, keep moving down. Watch the second story.
Squad southeast. Or not squad, fire team.
Doc, where you at?
Downstairs.
Ural, rear.
You're over the rear. You're over the rear.
Turn around.
Fucking east, got the noise.
Heads down.
You should have BTR behind us.
Bravo.
Let's go out
still
back.
got another RPG.
Copy.
Hey, firm.
Wasn't BTR.
We got Jacobs down.
Suppressed gunfire from a building by Bravo.
Still got infantry behind it.
Go for Bravo.
Okay, you want
He's on the corner.
Right, looks clear. Going left.
Copy
We
that.
got guys
Clear left.
right here, Alpha.
Watch them cross over. Take that.
Megan.
Behind the building you're at right now.
I need to patch up real bad.
Hey, firm. That's what I'm doing. Mitchell, you got a rear.
Alright,
They
let's
all
go
stay
back out.
low if you want to go high.
I'm gonna close the door behind us. Or no,
Roger.
Hey, keep up.
Open
North
for
side.
now, so I'll leave it open for now.
Alright, lead.
Oh God, that hurt.
Did we cross?
Okay, going across. And watch your right.
Bravo south.
Go for Bravo.
We're crossing
Why are they
southwest
sitting
right now.
There we go.
Hey, firm. We're
Alright, Jacobs getting green again. Ready.
Alright, Alpha's cross southwest.
Copy. Moving. Moving.
Actual, we're behind you.
Crossing.
Shots right.
Left front.
Alright, take the corner. Go across.
Well seen.
Right.
Girls across.
Alright, Alpha, hold up. You're getting too far.
Bravo's way back there.
Guys, push a little bit farther so we're not sitting in front of this gap.
Alpha, I need the yellow team pull back, support Bravo. Red team get security front.
Copy that.
Alright, Blueberry. Let's go.
Guys coming out.
Down.
Got him.
Same corner.
All three grenades simultaneously.
Negative. Hold fire. Just hold your sectors. Roger that.
Alright, took one head.
O'Connell's managing.
Alright. I'm covering.
I'm good. Okay, smoke on the street.
You're moving.
Smith, don't move to your right. I'm shooting past.
Contact fucking southeast.
Roger, southeast. I see him. Action Bravo, this is Alpha. We got contact southeast across the soccer field.
Reloading.
Press gunfire across the soccer field.
Got players coming in.
That's not good.
Bravo, let's get moving.
Watch MPGs if that player's too much.
Bravo, this is Alpha. How you doing over?
Red flares mean bad news. We should start moving.
Roger that.
Cease.
Oh, I'm not. Okay.
Somebody's coming out. Cross the road.
There's more contacts southeast across this fucking football field or
Just
whatever.
have contacts northwest across the street.
Bravo.
I'm watching, had to reload. Hear more shots, sounds like they're coming from across.
We got 2 down up front. 2 friendlies down up front.
CLS coming to you.
I'm up. The guy who shot us is down.
I see him. Yep. Let's go.
Alright.
Okay, I'm watching front.
Go front, yeah. Go.
Corey, can you bandage me? And somebody watch that field across from us.
Here, you have one corner.
There you go.
You're putting down.
Alright, get your leg.
Get back across.
Bravo South over.
Got eyes on AT on those guys.
We took contact in that courtyard. You're pushing right now. We need you to push up and secure our right flank as soon as you can. Over.
Bravo copies. Oh, we got guys in the courtyard. Clear out the
Alpha, check in.
Okay, reach out.
Middle brace good. Jacob screen.
One left.
I need morphine. Smith, check
I
in.
dropped one guy. I didn't
Mike's
know
Alpha.
Smith, check in.
Mike, I need you on my position.
Smith's
Sergeant Smith
down.
is down.
I see him.
Red team.
I'm with you.
Copy.
Pushing morphine.
Okay, thanks, Bert.
This one,
Advise the south side of the soccer field looks clear.
Other flare letting go.
Okay,
what is your? Who is your one guy by himself? End of the block. Over.
Looks like Special Glitterberry. He's
Crossing,
moving to us
crossing,
now.
crossing.
He's last man.
They have us zeroed in. Very
Okay,
tight.
coming down the road. BTR.
BTR on the road. BTR on the road. Get to cover. Get to cover.
I'm going to the
Moving.
Okay, go to the soccer field.
Say low. Do you have AT, Jacobs?
I'm grabbing it. Come back.
Coming down the road to the northeast.
Got HCDP.
Say again.
I see movement in the compound across.
Do not cross the street.
Roger,
100
we're gonna
meter
come up there
shots.
once we
Bravo.
take out that BTR.
Actually, this might come on the building here.
O'Connell, you're clear on HGP on that BTR.
Get it.
Copy that.
Hello.
Bravo, if you want to come up with me, then
Jacobs, O'Connell's got no eyes.
Roger.
Is that Mike?
Be advised, this is Alpha engaging BTR with HGP
across.
right now.
I'm pushing out to get Jacobs.
Yeah.
Road, make sure you're covered.
There's lots of smoke.
Bravo, we're pushing up on you.
Bravo. Keep an eye on it.
Alpha Bravo.
We got a squad size element to the left of that BTR.
Come ahead of me.
Alpha copy, stepping in. Retake team, man, step up.
Bravo copies.
1-6.
Clear back blast.
Eyes on white smoke south of the soccer field.
We got smoke to our northwest.
Bravo. I need
Line.
somebody to get him up.
I can't fucking see the thing.
Where are you? You're not on comms, Reed.
Copy.
Right here.
Use CLS on Jacobs on my pause.
Alright, Alpha
1-2
Bravo,
actual
get
back on
your
comms.
Right, disregard.
Hey Dale, you want to come with me?
Alpha, do you want me to push up across and get a better angle on the BTR?
Here,
Is
switch
the
out with
BTR
me.
still up?
Hey,
It's still
firm here.
up. I have AT.
Alright, priority is taking out that BTR right now.
I have no eyes on it. There's like 40 smokes.
Hey, firm
Come over here. You get the BTR from this angle right here.
Dismount. They're all shooting at me. 2 squad. Full squad.
Bring that rocket over here. Or HE. I think that squad's dead now from that back blast.
Yeah.
That back blast with the cook-off.
Grenade out.
Nice hit.
Get cover. Watch that cook off.
Got one down the road.
Hey, you get off that street. You're taking cut shots to the southeast as well.
Yeah, I know. I just killed one. Bravo, this 1-2 had eyes on one-time enemy contact.
Dodge Barn behind you.
Alright, Alpha, we got more contact southeast.
I'm down. Oh, yeah, where's the
Red
shotgun?
team on me. Red team on me. Yellow team, get security in this position. Copy. Reed is unable to get across the street at the moment. Roger, disregard.
Multiple fire.
Contact me or east.
Yep, southeast contacts too as well on top of the buildings.
Reloading.
Okay, I got hit.
Roger, yellow team, push to the southeast of the soccer field. Secure that entrance. Red team, hold security of this position.
Down to 4 magazines.
Jacobs, Littleberry, over here.
Copy. Alright, Jacobs, let's go.
Got a smoke on my position.
Ammo core.
I'm here.
Reloading.
Press shot from the north.
Jacobs, wrong way. Jacobs, you're in the center street again, man.
Shut up. Get out of the street.
There's 4AT over here. We need it.
I'm blind.
Movement. Movement. Fucking behind the fence.
Alpha, this is Smith. We got multiple contacts to our southeast on the road.
Yeah, I need somebody to cross and get on the other side.
He heard you, Smith. Brag out.
Solid copy.
Sounds like we have crossing gunfire coming in from somewhere. Alpha, check in. New medical report.
The gun's pretty fucked up.
Reed's green.
But alive.
Jacob's green.
Littleberry's green.
Roger, Jacobs. Excuse me, Connell, you need the mic?
A negative, I'm good.
Roger.
I've acquired 4 op for AT.
Roger that. We got more contacts right across the wall to our southeast, yellow team. See if you can peek out and get them.
Copy that.
There's a guy right outside this corner. I'm gonna frag him. Frag out. Duck.
That looks clear.
It bounced bad.
Eyes on. He's right around this corner.
Retake team is stepping up.
Frag out.
Bravo 2 IC stepping up.
Alpha, we got more guys coming in from the northwest.
It's Matt.
I got eyes on some guys.
Go ahead.
Don't get hit. Fuck.
Go for Bravo.
Smith is managing. Smith is managing.
Copy.
Donnie's on your 6.
And I need magazines. I'm getting low. Popeye 6.
Or correction, actually, this is
Should have grabbed
Mike
Dexter.
on Bravo's position.
Right here, right here. Mike.
Yep, Mike for to get to cover.
Yep. Alright.
Alright,
I'm gonna-
Mitchell, once you get
Alright, the yellow team, don't push any further away. Reconsolidate back to that entrance to the soccer field.
Copy. Moving back.
Alright, Mike, I need you to hold security rear for just a second while we get Bravo, alright?
Copy that.
So watch our, get back in here. Watch our northeast flank. Possible infantry coming in from that direction as well.
Alpha, this is Smith.
Send it.
I'm down to a total of 4 magazines plus 1 quarter over.
Roger, that include your tracers?
All I got is 4 traces left.
Roger.
Here you go, here you go. Bravo lead.
Am I the only person that doesn't
Covering
carry
to the
tracers?
southwest.
Push more if you're gonna help me manage yourself. Grover.
I mean, with my M4 loadouts, yeah, that was stupid.
Alright, bandage your left leg.
I know I have tracers on the AR.
Grover, you up?
Back, Bravo, actual back on comms.
Bandage left leg.
Got us worried there for a second.
Another flare?
Bandage your left arm.
Alpha, check your ammo.
Not so great. 3 mags for Jacobs.
500 for Reed.
They toss the smoke to push in. They toss the smoke in there.
Got a fresh smoke to the southwest.
He's 6.5 mags.
Reed, I'm shooting above you.
Okay, I'm gonna go flat.
The tunnel's good.
No, you can stay prone. I was just standing up.
Is your sector clear over?
No, I can see under the smoke because the wall.
Copy.
Where the fuck is all this smoke coming from?
Yeah, they're popping smoke to push in, so keep your sectors up.
Finishing your towards the hotel.
Copy.
Hey,
Burns
actually,
up.
you're good now.
We're moving.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bravo, let's move a little bit southwest here.
You carry
Hang on a
extra
second.
5.
Alright, keep an eye out, everybody.
Yeah,
Got
check my
heavy
back.
smoke to the southwest.
I'm getting security northeast. I can't really see though. There's smoke in the way.
Yeah, let's get in this building.
Moving.
We need some
Hey,
cover.
Doc.
Yeah.
We
Do you,
pushing or we staying? What are we
How
doing?
many mags you got?
Wait
I'm
one.
down to
Alpha, this is
3 and a
Bravo. over.
partial.
God damn, alright.
Are you guys set there? We're kind of online. We're ready to move.
Bend your left arm.
Oh, thanks.
Yep. I'm gonna get you some morphine.
1-6, this is 1-2.
No, I'm okay, I don't need it. But it's
Understand? I'll send that information out. We'll continue to move over.
Bravo copies. Alright, tell.
Alright, yellow team. Reconsolidate. Back on us. We're gonna keep pushing south with Bravo.
Crossing.
Copy.
Alright, getting ready to hook. Hooking right.
Left.
Suppress gunfire.
Silent.
Cannon.
Alright, you got that corner? Smith?
Yep. Go ahead.
Alright, crossing.
Okay, crossing.
To be advised, smoke pop next to you.
Kinda like our little mini fire team we've got going.
This pop next to you. Break.
Back up.
Alright, yellow team, start pushing across.
Crossing.
Yellow team, take point, push west. Get back on the ASR.
Copy that. Crossing going west.
Crossing.
Alright, Smith, your last man, clear.
Set. Hayden.
Crossing.
Pushing west.
We got a roadblock on this ASR.
Roger that.
Here, give me the corner, Jacobs.
1-2 to the south, over.
Copy.
How many?
Move.
About 100 meters down the street.
Set.
Actual, this is Alpha, over.
We got
Uh,
eyes.
take
Tails
half
over here
what I
still.
got.
Wait till he gets
Alpha,
over
this
now.
one,
Cross.
just traffic over.
1-2 to the Alpha, we got eyes on
You
a
good, Dale?
roadblock 100 meters southwest on
They're
the
not
road,
coming
over.
out Corvette.
He's getting mags.
Understood.
Affirm.
Good across.
We got a roadblock
1-6 is
down the
1-2
road
over.
here, 100 meters.
Moving.
1-6 is 1-2. We have eyes on
Stand in the
enemy
open, keep
roadblock
moving, keep
100
moving.
We're getting
meters
hurt by
southwest
fucking
of our
something.
position. Moving to clear now. Over.
The fire, probably.
Tell crossing.
Alright, tell.
1-2 out. Did you get something?
Jacobs, take a look behind
Yeah, he's
us.
got some.
Check
He's
the
ran off like
windows.
14.
Copy.
Roger. Let's move.
They have suppressors.
Taking out lights.
Where you look
You guys are way bunched up right here.
alright.
Alright, I'm going down.
Much northwest.
Copy.
Alpha, this is Bravo, over.
Jacobs, grab a
Cross
stick.
Alpha,
Oh,
send
you
it.
got a stick.
We're
I'm
moving
trying to see
southeast.
if this has
or
any
southwest,
batteries.
sorry.
Roger that, we are aligned with
Shoot,
you.
sorry, crossing,
Same
crossing.
direction, over.
Can't get the fucking. Well, I guess this thing is toasted completely.
No AT on that big.
I don't like bridges.
I fucking sprained my ankle. Give me
Excuse me, I gotta cross so I gotta get back with the red.
Clear away.
Copy.
All the way back
Hold
up
on,
to-
movement. 216.
How you doing on CL?
See him.
Mitchell?
Good shit.
Wait one.
Smith, watch that roadblock.
Yep, still watching.
This is Alpha
One,
getting
216.
foot mobile contact 216 from our position across the road.
216.
Reference
On
white
smoke.
smoke.
Mission CLS 21.
On the roadblock.
More guys over there, Reed.
We have additional contacts on the roadblock,
guy
left
down the
side of the
road.
road.
I don't see him. Oh, on the left.
Moving, Doc.
Pull me toss a couple of 40s over there.
Reloading.
Stand by.
Grenade! Grenade! Incoming! Incoming!
Active.
We're in Bravo chicken.
We got a nice big grenade stump in front of us.
Actual Alpha requesting
contact
clearance
on the
on
southwest.
40 mics in the town, over.
Crossing.
Hey, firm.
Crossing.
Roger that. Nothing.
You're clear on 40s in the town. Be safe. Just don't send in close friendlies.
Copy.
Copy, they're getting hit.
Yeah, fucking level that roadblock.
Pushing into the ditch.
Copy.
They got a bandage up. Bandage up.
Reed's pushing the ditch.
Bravo stop, over.
Ditch is
Go for Bravo.
clear.
Ditch is
Bravo,
clear.
we're pushing into the ditch
Climbing out.
underneath the bridge to push up on the other side, over.
Bravo copies. We're across. We're on the other side of the bridge, covering the
Roger that.
roads to the northwest.
Copy, Bravo.
Watching northwest.
Help
Mitchell.
out.
Just saw
Crossing
some
the
asshole
Crossing
sticking
behind.
Yep, crossing the street.
sticking his barrel out the
Crossing
window up southwest.
Alright, Yellow, you're veered across. I got this covered.
Wait up.
Or not. Alright, we got a man down.
Who's down in the ditch?
Cover me. O'Connell, he's back.
Send it.
I could use a little bit of attention here. I'm thinking about a bandage.
I'm on
Going
this
right.
Bandage torso.
Just set
Actual, this
security.
is Mike. I'm working on
Doors
Bravo
closed.
now. He's still up.
Barry on me. Hello.
Crossing.
Tell them on.
Barry and I are clearing out the contacts here.
Roger that.
Watch this door. And I've only gone in there to check it.
Crossing.
I'm
Sergeant
gonna
Smith,
give
I'm
you
up
morphine,
top.
Then I'm gonna give you some bandages.
Hey, tell.
Yeah.
219 or drop
Could you pick up the sector? I got a
Copy that.
bandage.
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Alright,
Guess it helps
that's
if
in
I
your
got out
bag.
of your way. Yeah, let me get one.
Alright,
Hey, Mike, can I get some morphine from you?
Shooting light.
In your bloodstream or in your
Okay, let's
backpack?
get back inside that
Bloodstream.
building. I do not like this.
Copy.
O'Connell, how's your CLS supply?
That one didn't go out.
Okay, I'm gonna
Bandage
finish
torso.
bandaging right now. I've got plenty of bandages, plenty of FE, no morphine.
Bravo's engaging someone down the road. We have no eyes on this side.
Move a little
Send
bit.
it for Mike Alpha.
AR changing. There's another guy down the street, left hand side, 100 meters.
Supply for CLS O'Connell over.
I cannot shoot. I'm
Solid copy.
patching
Okay.
up. Saying
Hey, I'm
now.
up there across the street.
Going past.
He's
Reed,
down.
hop
Don't
in this
stand up.
corner.
Crossing.
Copy that.
Hop in that corner, Reed.
Taking corner,
You
Smith.
good now?
Going in front.
I'm good.
All right, you can have it back.
Crossing. Sorry.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Shooting above you, Reed.
Copy. I can't go any lower.
We're ready to keep
Down the
eyes.
street.
So I'm gonna take these two off of you. and give
I'll
you
get him then.
Oh yeah, I don't know how.
Laying down. Bravo can see him now. I don't know.
Alright, Alpha, we good to move? Bravo's ready to push up.
He's down.
Oh, I see him crawling.
Another one.
He's dead. He's dead.
No, he's not. He's moving.
Another one to the right. Got multiple guys to the right, Reed.
Yo.
Fire
Whoever
team.
has
Behind the
CL,
truck.
send shots to it.
Thank
I'm reloading, Reed. Reed, I'm reloading.
O'Connell, Jacobs on me.
This is Smith. We got guys contacts to our southwest of the roadblock on the right side. Copy.
News.
I can't see him anymore because of this smoke.
Hey, little.
We have a man down behind us. On the street.
Put a belt in my bag.
I was going deep. Yeah.
Huh?
Put a belt in my
Jacobs
bag.
is down. Back up.
Roger.
Covered in
Put two belts. I put two 200 round boxes in you.
Sitting in this spot too long. Let's move.
We gotta move. They're closing in on us.
To your right, Bravo. Is no one watching that sector?
Yeah, we should be able to get out this way.
Bravo's tell.
1-6, this is 1-2. Send your
Go
traffic
for
over.
Bravo. Be advised, I am almost black on ammo.
Alpha, pushing with yellow team to the rear, the southwest to clear this out in the courtyard.
1-6 is 1-2. Understood. Much appreciated. Over.
Yeah, I've got eyes on him.
Make sure you're crouching.
Back on, we're gonna
Alpha is
continue.
1-2. Send it over.
Yeah, there's a low crouch for you.
Coming down now.
Yeah,
In the high rise.
I think I might have already stolen everybody's ammo, but
Eyes on contact. 282.
Yeah, he's taking
Alpha, this is 1-2. Solid.
To our right. Uh oh.
Keep up the pace. We gotta keep moving.
Reed's down. We got too much contacts to our right. Bravo's not really watching their sector. Got your bud.
Mitchell, step up.
Mike,
Only
wait,
Reed
I'm
behind.
up.
Never mind.
Smith, watch that sector.
Bravo
Yep.
2, I see stepping up.
They really aren't watching. To your right, Reed.
Oh,
Tell, I think I got another pouch for you.
good shit coming.
You got two guys watching that now, Reed.
Bravo's
Work
side.
on
I'm
getting
gonna
him
cross
up, I'll
and
take
use
him.
that.
Let me know
ditch as that-
Yeah,
as
let's
soon
do
as somebody's available. I need to bandage.
Copy. I got this. Go ahead and bang yourself.
Coming to you to get your
Okay.
team leader back up over.
Pressed gunshot.
Jacobs is down.
260.
I'll get him
In the
back in
building,
a second.
In the building, 260. AR.
Where?
Bravo, in the building across from you. Smith, take the corner.
Yep, got it.
Jump past.
Actual
Dale,
just
in
dropped.
this
Door just
building
opened
behind
up.
you.
I dropped him.
Bandaging.
Thank you.
Light
Reed,
on.
do you need another belt?
I'm good for now.
Yeah, I gave him 400 rounds.
Crossing,
I
crossing.
got another 200 round box left.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, yellow team, let's push up to this gate, try and secure this sector out front here.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, you're back. My bad. You said thank you, Smith. I'm like, for the. I thought you saying thank you for the box.
Bandaging your left arm
No,
over.
thank you for
Yeah.
covering me.
Grover, if you need bandages, grab them out of my CLS.
I'm good.
One right.
You're still watching there.
Right corner's clear.
Left
Bravo's
clear.
tell.
Alright, that door
Go
definitely
for Bravo.
opened.
Request you ask Alpha if they can spare some saw ammo.
Yep. Here.
Hey, firm.
Hey, I've got some.
Alpha, this is Bravo. Over.
Copy that.
I got 500 rounds left. I'm
Need
fine.
morphine,
I need
Mitchell?
some more 5.56 is what I need. I got 3 magazines left.
Where'd that come from?
You want to finish your left arm for you?
Yeah, when that building's
I
clear
got it,
back
I got
on
it.
me, we're gonna
Yeah.
get some
He was
people
right
in
on the
SOPs.
fucking left of this gate.
Suppressed gunfire is coming from approximately
Yeah, I think he's on that wall.
300 from your position. Where what?
Roger that. Give me some cover. I'm
Up to our left security. I'm watching that now.
Okay, yeah, you watch that.
Alpha Bravo, let's move.
Pushing into advantage real quick.
Getting suppressed fire from the northwest.
Alpha, should we make our way towards you?
It's probably got to be on.
Yeah, Afer, we need more security in our position. We got one man down.
Alright, Reed, let me know you're ready to move. I'll move.
Up in smoke.
Hey,
Alright,
Dale.
yeah, moving.
Pick up this sector. We gotta move.
On you.
Green.
What the fuck is this guy hitting us from?
Let me
You're
tag this.
getting
Well,
hit by that guy with the suppressed weapon.
I'm tagging this
Don't
real
run.
quick.
Yeah. Okay, I'm hopping out this window is locked. Let's go around.
I'm up.
What? They didn't come. I thought they came through here.
They came through this one.
Hey, marking this as well.
Contact reloading. I'll drop that suppressed fire. Contact southeast. Get down.
Oh, Barry, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Push across.
I'm back on the ASR. Crossing.
Miss moving across.
On you.
Hey, this is clear.
Upstairs.
Got Bravo on the ASR.
Bravo, there were guys on the corner.
Roger. Actual south over.
Left corner is clear, Bravo, if you can hear me. I'm gonna peek this door. It should be, but they're just a long ass.
Those on your left.
What?
I'll tell them that we were to the left to get us.
Oh, sorry. Yep. Okay. Go across.
Guns crossing.
Copy.
Right,
Hey,
yeah,
you
Alpha,
can move.
keep moving. Good shit.
Crossing.
Dale, if you want to check the gate.
Okay, the rest of the squad's coming behind you, Smith. I'm getting on the ASR.
Oh my god, you scared me, whoever that is in front of me. Reed.
Alpha Bravo.
we're coming out.
Moving out.
Yeah.
Stand by. Over.
Got it, pushing across.
Alpha copies.
Cleared across.
Short halt once we get online with Bravo over.
Bravo copies. Short halt on the
Alright,
front.
Alpha, short halt once you get online with Bravo.
Copy, sure, Halton.
Roger, short halt. Roger, short halt.
Alright. I'm gonna crawl forward. Somebody watch the Bravo's right.
Yep.
Mitchell, look over top of me. Watch down this. Actually, you take this spot. Watch this corner.
Understood.
Looking out to the
Bravo
northwest.
set.
Gotcha.
I'll look over top.
Yay, resupply.
1-2
1-2 over.
You know something funny, Grover?
What's that?
I have more rockets than I do.
1-6. This is 1-2. We're standing by. Over.
Looks like resupply is arrived.
I'm assuming there's going to be a
1-6
big
is
fight leading up
1-2,
to this
solid
objective.
copy, eyes on Tango Mike.
Most likely.
1-2 out.
We only moved just a few inches, man.
Center of the road, over.
I'm moving now.
Bravo copies.
Alright, Alpha, resupply is right in front of us. Resupply is needed, 2 at a time.
Roger, me and Reed. Reed and I's over here. I can't even go on
Do
radio.
not reload your loadout. Just grab ammo.
Copy.
Actually, this is my clear.
Go ahead,
resupply.
Dale.
You want me to
I'll keep
wait
that rear
my
here.
turn over?
Roger.
Negative. Go ahead.
Okay, let's get rid of these crappy MG.
Alright, now I gotta reload.
Also, if you need MVGs, now's the time.
Coverage blood.
Alright.
Tell, can you take my spot so
On
I
the
can
street.
resupply, please?
Got it.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, O'Connell and Littleberry.
Thanks, Sarge.
Copy, one.
You betcha.
I have covered the ultimate camouflage. This is hard cover, Smith.
They are changing.
I want this.
Pretty sure he's not going to hit us while we're
I
responding.
want this. Oh, I just ruined it for you. Have it anymore.
No, I took my bipod off every time I deploy.
Oh.
Hard cover.
Alright.
Alpha, I don't see Reed. Where'd he go?
Shut up, Smith.
He's a submarine.
Of this
Goes
1-2,
through
once
solid
you've
ground.
resupplied, move southwest 1 block, secure the next intersection, over.
Oh god. Alright.
Everybody, don't forget to get another box for me.
Yep.
Alpha, solid copy.
Could be going crazy, but I think I hear an engine southeast.
Alright, I'm ready to go.
Middlebury set.
Alright, we got resupplied.
You mean crazier?
Stand by.
Oh, I should have got more bandages. Let me go get that.
When you're all resupplied.
I need one more morphine.
Bravo's
Roger.
resupplied.
Make it happen.
When everybody's resupplied, we're gonna move southwest another block.
And we'll be good to go.
So copy a little.
Tails ready to move.
You're good to go.
Mitchell's ready to move.
Bravo's ready to move.
Mitchell watching southwest.
Girls ready to roll.
Hey,
Alright,
Mitchell,
keep it up, guys. Doing good.
Go for Mitchell.
you're in the open. You should get on this corner right here. Just tell me to move.
Somehow
Alright,
I
guys,
can use
Alpha,
the
good to go.
bandages. Door just
Seriously?
So copy on your last. 1-6. This is 1-2. Oscar Mike time now. Over.
Alright, Alpha, we're gonna be pushing up.
On the wrong side of the road. Rip.
Here in this next
Sorry,
intersection here.
Jacobs.
Alright, Smith, you're good to cross.
Contacts.
1-2.
Clear shots, left.
1-6.
Running across.
Suggested we not die. Over.
Crossing.
All right, I'm set.
Holy.
Stay firm.
Contacts front on the road. O'Connell, watch down the road.
Hey, you can move past me. Move past me. I'm watching this doorway. Move past me.
There's contacts on the road, southwest. Watch front, watch the front.
Copy. Watching.
Up front.
Reloading.
Dropped like 7 people in the last
Watch
30
it, Ferguson,
seconds.
across the street. That door just opened.
Littleberry, cross.
Reloading. Crossing. Last man.
Oh, a snake
crossing.
just came
May
out.
have been a
Middlebury set.
Crossing, last man.
It was a snake. Alright, let's follow that.
Still in contact over there, Littleberry?
Nice 40.
Negative, it's clear down the street.
Roger, there's a guy on the.
Let's wait for Alpha.
I'll be done better.
This is 1-2.
Hey, for a Mitchell,
Right
but we're
across behind you,
front,
Smith.
man.
Yep.
I'm up top.
and rabbits too. Don't forget
Smith,
about
watch
rabbits.
the right. Yeah, there are contacts
Don't
coming
stop.
out.
Yeah, I know.
Right from
Watching both.
These guys with their fucking smokes.
Yeah, I'm a Tulsa 40 down there.
Wilco, 1-2 out.
Go for it.
Friendly. Alpha Bravo, let's move.
That's actually probably perfect to D40.
Copies.
Alpha, this is
Alright, let's start pushing up.
He's Alpha
We
center.
moving?
Read, you reload. Copy.
So yeah, Perkinson, your
Yeah, let's
sector
move.
is here.
Copy.
My sector is there.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Close
Yep,
left.
down the road. Southeast.
Yeah, Alpha, we got contacts southeast, Bravo.
You take that corner and watch in front.
Almost crossing.
Roof.
Need! Oh my god. That was a
Check in.
Guys, Alpha, get him on down.
So, we got a guy down. Hey, he's back up.
O'Connell's up.
Down up there.
Get to cover, get to cover. Alright, someone cross. Jacobs, cross and help him on the right.
Cross the road.
Move up.
Mitchell, hold up. Let me
We
cross
got
for
2
you.
Iron Men over here.
Go ahead, I got a bandage.
Go down. One fire, one fire.
No, I'm just a shit shot.
1-6, this is 1-2.
No, those guys are taking a lot of.
Coming out.
Leave, stay low.
Everybody, Bravo, check in.
Yeah, you're good.
Bills up.
Up top.
Littleberry, cross. Go support the rest of the L team.
Contact, but we are eliminating them at this time. Over.
No, bro, I got this. Go support the rest of the yellow team.
Then we want to cross, actual.
Understood.
Crossing.
Wilco, moving time now. Over.
It's down.
Let's go, Doc.
Changing. Ah, the
Alpha
door,
Bravo, our objective is to make it to the top of the tower. Let's make sure we're continuing movement. Over.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Connell's down.
Copy.
That's from right here.
Bravo,
the building
got a
next to you.
contact in the building to your right.
Mike, I need you.
Stop. Hey, oh.
Bravo,
Love it.
out the door. Oh shit.
Are they down?
I thought it was
I
flash.
don't know.
Little Bird's back up.
Was that a smoke or a frag? Okay.
O'Connell is still down in my position. We're front here.
Roger that. Moving to you.
Bravo, there's a guy.
All right,
right
Alpha,
in that
push
doorway.
up. Get
He's
security around O'Connell. He's down.
We got him.
Throw that fucking white smoke somewhere out of the way.
Hey, while I'm working on your security,
pick it up?
actual. Or get him in here. That works too.
Okay.
To the rear.
Watch behind you.
I'm out of magazine. Someone's in the rear. Someone's at the rear.
There you go.
Negative. Going right.
Bending right arm.
Arms clear.
One's watching the street for me over here,
Contact
so now I gotta
northwest in that
sprint
building.
across.
Bravo's Alpha, you gotta.
We just had a machine
That's
gun
too
run out of
clumped
this
up.
building to our 256.
There's contacts northwest.
Negatives is down.
Hey Smith, where's your battle buddy?
Read on me.
I don't know because they're all clumped up there. I can't move over there.
Oh shit, O'Connell's down too.
Bending head.
Send that up to your fire team leader.
You guys need to space out so I can get over there because I'm by myself over here.
Mike copies.
Yeah, Smith, pull back to me. We gotta clear this building on the across the street.
Copy. Who's watching the rear security?
You good, Mitchell?
Reed, give her security.
Mitchell's down, Dr.
Shit,
I need
disregard.
to space out because that's the reason I want to come over here. So I don't want to get hit
Alright,
like y'all
watch
do.
your rear.
Mitchell, you good?
I will be in a moment.
I pushed up.
Push morphing on Jacobs.
I'm up.
Finish bandaging yourself, Jacobs.
I just killed the guy to the southeast.
Actually,
Yeah, I'm
might be
pretty
advised
quick.
I'm on the
Thank
southeast
you, though.
side of the street. Over.
Bravo,
take the
did you
corner
clear
of
that
the
door?
door.
John?
Dale can cross.
Copy that. Dale,
Yep.
across the front of you.
Mitchell's up.
Both of those
Out.
buildings,
Over, is
about
this building
14 or 15 degrees off to our right, are fucking full of
Said one
shit.
come down the street to northwest.
I'm busy up here, but
And two.
I'm bandaging in this cleared building.
I'm gonna get kind of away from all this shit.
I don't think these guys are worried about civilians either.
I'm gonna come in here with you.
Are you good?
Copy. Can you watch like
Yeah,
these
good.
buildings right here?
I'm outside holding.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
so
on.
scared to get shot over there.
Do your thing.
Shit.
What did I just say? I knew they were gonna come over from over there. Was it this building? Where did I come from?
They came out of both of those buildings. The two-story there and the one.
Austin, come back to you guys.
I
right
knew it.
Next
I called it too.
I got someone in it.
McCoy, I got the
Yeah.
while you're waiting.
I was just in between reloads.
Oh, fucking part right there.
Crossing, crossing.
I gotta finish bandaging.
Actually,
Right.
this is Alpha.
Dale, cut in front of you.
Alpha on behind, over.
There were tons of guys in that building.
Alpha, this is 1-2 solid copy on your
About
left.
15 of them came out of there.
Yeah.
Roger that. We got an eye on you.
All
I got
these
your
fucking
left.
dead guys came from that one building.
If there's dead bodies, you probably should clear it.
Yeah, I'm on you, Tell.
Moving. Going in, going right.
One
left.
six.
Yes, I don't know where to look
First
for
room's
here.
clear.
1-0 over.
Second room, see stairwell.
You have to go up
Clear,
there.
going in, going right. Right clear. Closes. Oh, hold on.
O'Connell, you got contact?
Yeah, coming from down this road. There were
Push it up with
contacts
Reed.
northwest.
I said that on squad.
Alright.
Alpha Bravo, this is
Left looks
1-2.
clear. Going in, going right.
Go for Bravo.
Reed, step up. Goes down.
Alpha Bravo, this is 1-2. We have
Building
reached the
clear.
2-hour mark. Do you want to make it to the objective, or you want to call it here? Over.
Does everybody want to continue on or call it?
Hell yeah.
Wait over.
Bravo's good to go.
Reedy good.
Actual, this is Mike. I'm working on Alpha. Time now over. He's on the.
Reed's down.
Street.
Fire come from building
That
to the
is
west.
bad habit I am developing. Oh my.
How's up?
Reed's down.
Where's Reed?
Smoke
Let's
pole
go.
throw to herself.
That is
Going
bad
up.
habit.
This is my smoke. I'm popping.
Past you
We'll
guys.
stop developing
That's
it.
friendly smoke.
Yeah, I know.
I
Your
see
right
it.
looks clear,
Copy.
Dale.
Bravo, this is 1-2. Take us out.
Crossing, crossing.
Southwest. 6-0.
Alpha, we're hitting the 2-hour mark.
Training goes on for
Just gonna
3
keep
hours.
you up to it. We're gonna keep pushing.
Training is a maximum of 3 hours. So what do you mean?
1-2 over.
2-hour mark.
Yeah, I know. I know what it is, but
1-6.
crossover,
This
so.
is
We're never leaving,
1-7.
McCoy.
Be advised, we will continue
man.
to push.
I will.
Alright, crossing.
Right looks clear.
Oh, he's still down. I expected him to be back up when I get.
Left looks clear.
Watch those turrets on top of that.
I'll stay here with him.
Why do I say that every
Yeah,
time?
there's gotta be shit up there.
I may see a tank turret.
Copy that.
That's that
Down
old
the
disabled
street.
Hello, Reed.
back there.
Okay.
How are you?
Good deal. Let's keep moving.
I expect to get some cookies for thinking about you.
I see the Olympic torch.
I got one more bandage to do.
Are we going after the Olympic torch?
Alright, Alpha, push up, get online with Bravo, but keep
Crossing.
your sectors.
Mitchell and Dale, you're clear
There's
to
smoke
cross.
down the road.
Down the road looks clear. Oh, maybe not.
Crossing.
Wait one.
Last guy.
I think I see something.
We in front of you, Pipe Jacob, since you
Alright,
got your
Bravo,
vinyls
keep
out.
pushing down the road.
I can't tell if that's a sign. Yeah, it's a sign.
I'm gonna knock out those fucking lights.
Doesn't matter. They have any.
Woo!
That?
Oh my God! What the fuck is that?
That's flashbang.
Cross in front of you, cross in front of you.
Ow!
Hey, can someone watch down to the southwest above me? Bear's behind me.
Left, Dale.
Reed,
Yep, I'm watching.
thank you.
Jacob's pushing a little bit.
Looking
pushing
left.
this building away.
Watching to the southeast. Taking the light out
Oh,
down
yes,
the
that
road.
was a Mark III
Alright,
concussion
come across
grenade,
it.
everybody.
Hold
Don't
on,
there.
Taking the light out down the road.
Crossing.
Taking fire.
Shots coming from behind, sounds like.
I got him.
Mike, I'm moving.
Things coming in the building, they're breaching in right now.
Let's drop the guy back to our northeast. Someone needs to get rear security for Alpha. Or correction, Bravo.
Alright, clear.
Smoke's moving southwest.
You'll
Gotta
go.
have someone
Yeah.
on rear security.
Yeah.
Doc just dropped
That
somebody
is
behind us.
orange smoke.
Changing.
Mitchell, watch our rear.
Is that ours?
Let's move out.
3 coming out.
3 coming out. Mark it. If you can, last man.
Alright, I'm bandaging in this building real quick.
Mike this Alpha.
You're watching poetry.
Mike this Alpha. I am in
Going
desperate
across.
need of morphine. Over.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and cross. Tell Alpha.
Come on across.
Copy that. moving
Girls.
right now.
Somebody watching my back.
I'm gonna cross the wrong side of the street, but
Go, Jacob's go.
I can watch down.
copy.
Alright, crossing Little Barrier last.
Jacob's hit.
Go ahead, Littleberry.
Last man, Smith.
Last man. Got it.
Moving.
Left looks
Yeah,
good.
there's one down the road. Behind us.
Not worried about it.
Got him?
Yeah, it's northeast. No, he pulled back into the building. It's the closest building to us.
Alright, keep
He
pushing.
may be coming out the other side.
Keep pushing. Watch your sectors. Let them pull it. Draw them to us.
Alright, you can move back. I'm covering you guys from here. You can bound back.
Go for Bravo.
Push morphine.
There's still 3, Tell.
Elevator's bandaging.
Alright, bounding back.
Behind you.
We're good.
Go ahead, O'Connell.
Bounding?
There are
we
3
still got
friendlies down the
contact
road
up
still.
there.
That was Mitchell across the road. I thought it was
Keep rear security if that guy's still up.
It certainly isn't up.
Copy that. Watching rear. I see you. Down the road. 2-story building. Across the way. Across the plaza.
bearing.
Yep.
Direct east. 071.
He's down, O'Connell.
Half the fire team
He's
just got
down.
fucking
Actually,
wiped.
Mike, I got 2 men down from Alpha, including Alpha over.
Roger, pop smoke. Let's get him up.
Push into these walls. We're gonna need one.
There's
you know,
no
we're
core.
gonna
You
need
should-
one
you should get back up,
ground
yep.
level eyes
Right up.
and another
One
I
six,
bandaged your
one,
head
two.
already.
That was up.
This Alpha back up.
Sergeant Smith, wait. Uno momento, por favor.
1-6 is
Guys,
1-2.
finish banding yourself. Littleberry, push
Understood.
We have to
morphine.
get up right there. Okay. Get the fucking smoke, man.
It's friendly smoke.
Worst smoke ever.
Alpha Bravo. Once you're all bandaged up and reconsolidated.
Let's push it to the southwest, by the way.
Up the hill, all clear. Over.
Crossing.
Alpha copies.
Different.
Alright, Alpha, we're shifting northwest. Push up into the castle.
Take us out.
Alright, crossing.
Crossing.
Okay, start moving up to the castle.
Yeah, I'm pushing up to cover. You guys can push across now.
Jacobs, pull back to this path where we're at.
Copy.
Actually, we can use the smoke to move, conceal our movement across. So I'm gonna pop another smoke.
Bridge pushing up to the gate.
The only way in is straightforward over here.
Yeah.
I popped smoke to conceal that, so I need to cover anymore.
Jacobs, pull back. Got you covered.
Copy. We're good.
Alpha, can I get a couple of more people up here with me? I'm all alone in here.
Push it up to you.
1-6, this is 1-2.
Yeah, we're on our way. Bravo should be with you.
We're behind you, Reed.
Alright.
Oh.
You're, Maxwell, you're running in there.
Yep.
Yeah, all clear, all clear. I called that before.
Receiving reports that this location is all clear.
Alright then.
Condition 3, I guess so.
No negatives, unknown. Stay ready for anything.
Once you found ground that bend, go over with your
Solid copy. Alpha Bravo, once you make it around the bend,
Once you get around this bend, remove your NVGs.
Remove your NVGs when you get around the corner.
Hey!
So I heard this was a thing within 1-2.
Look at it all.
So
Yeah, cereal farmers, absolutely.
Yeah,
Lots
Merry
of cereal
Christmas.
farmers.
My God.
Oh, so this is what happened to the cereal farmer.
I think this is why I couldn't place any more enemies because
We found the stash.
Yeah, actually, Barton, you missed it in the last week's training. We had a piece of intel in a truck full of cereal boxes that had a receipt for a repeat customer.
Oh man,
cereal farmer.
This is an immersive fire.
Yeah, did you like that?
It's a nice touch.
The U.S. Army. I didn't want to set them on fire. I feel like that's what I'm saying.
Is it as index, sorry?
Yeah, index here.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Okay, so the cereal on Takistan, alright.
Yes, this is the Takistani, what is it? Probably, I don't know, national food or something. Yeah, I guess from my end, I'm not necessarily feeling to, like, say anything other than you guys are really good at LDAs, which means that you guys were talking a lot, which is fucking awesome. I got to listen to your guys' team nets and your squad net tonight, and you guys were fucking going the entire time, which is something you don't hear, which is so that's really good habits to keep up. Like I said earlier, I like to have anything that's much of a debrief, kind of more of a discussion about what we learned, so we can take from it. So I'm gonna leave it just to the floor for comments, unless Sergeant Barton, unless you have anything you want to go ahead and point out here.
Thank you, sir. I just have one comment, and that is that I'm continuing to see bunching up against buildings and on wall complexes. So make sure that you're spacing yourselves out and you're cognizant of your spacing. If you get to a spot that's overcrowded, take your battle buddy. Always take your battle buddy, and move to a better location. Smith, you might be bleeding. That's all I had, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, good night, Sergeant Barton. Thank you very much. We'll leave it to the floor there, I guess. No need to put Caesar Q's in the chat. Just go ahead and say your name and your comment or question, I guess.
Sergeant McCoy's comment, LT.
Yeah.
So just to continue on with my previous comment regarding covering your danger areas, stuff like that. So that significantly did improve after our last quick little debrief. However, you also had to keep in mind situational awareness and our position in relation to the other fire team. There, obviously, we can't just be online all the time. There's a lot of METTC factors that will prevent that. However, keep that in mind when you're pushing. Even though a certain sector is supposed to be the other team, so there's a lot of times tonight where, Bravo they got held up because they had to clear buildings and whatnot, and we were a little ahead and we had to hold positions. That means we have to cover their sectors until they get online and pick up their sectors before we can ship. There's quite a few times while we were waiting, we kind of dropped sectors that, would have been Bravo's really online, and we got fucking schwacked from those. So just keep in mind your situational awareness. It's a fully dynamic environment, particularly in Mount, which is, by far the hardest thing that we do here. So just keep that in mind. I thought overall you guys did really well, and the communication was amazing. I love you guys on that. But yeah, just something to work on. Just being more cognizant of the dynamic environment around you, shifting your danger areas as needed based on your situation. That's all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant. Very, very good point. I challenge I challenge everybody here as a fire team member. Remember that challenge that I put to you a couple weeks ago. When you are performing your job at night or morning, day, whenever we do it, right? When you're here putting time in with the unit, make sure that what you're doing is to try to make your boss's job work easier or better or more efficiently, right? Solve their job for them. That's how this whole system really works. Does anybody else have anything to bring to the table, though? Anything that you guys can want to bring up or that things you've learned?
That was like.
Awesome. Well, I guess you guys are just some badass motherfuckers and didn't need learning then? Cool.
Not true, sir.
It was a good polished.
Thanks for letting me fill in.
Yeah, there we go.
We just
Senate
got,
had
we
a
got huge egos, LT.
Senate Special Sparks had a quick comment.
Please.
I just wanted to say, I feel like, I don't know what it was, but we were dropping rear security a lot. I took out like maybe 6 guys from the rear. And then I just wanted to quickly say, good job CLS, making sure the guys that I couldn't reach got back up on their feet in a timely manner.
Oh, actually, thanks, Ty. That reminded me of something else that I just remembered. But I'll let Private Mitchell go at all this afternoon.
Thanks, sir.
Go ahead, Private.
Private, you're not talking.
Okay. You hear me now?
There you go.
Was this something you guys threw together at the last minute and while we were waiting back there at the kill house?
Yeah, wholeheartedly.
Maybe.
Impressive. This was really nice. This was a great training. I enjoyed it thoroughly, so I wanted to thank you both very much.
Same here. I enjoyed it.
This was a squad training I had attended to with Sergeant Ferrero when he was leading 3-2. So,
My squad.
Yep. So that was a good training I had long ago. It's always been something that I have looked back and learned from. It was a moment where I realized, honestly, just like the things that I needed to focus on when in a really stressful situation, right? Because in this area, you have so many levels, so many LDAs, so many you got everything just out to kill you. I mean, it's the worst of all scenarios. Jacobs, yeah, go ahead. Or Private Jacobs, I'm sorry.
Thank you, sir. I just wanted to. I was just a little curious. Approximately how many guys did we take out on this section of the training, at least?
An ungodly amount.
I figured because I killed probably over 30 myself. I could account for my fire team that you probably killed just as much individually.
I'm confident a fire team probably killed a platoon apiece, at least, or two. Yeah, it was a good evening, I think.
That's a normal one.
I think training. O'Connell had a comment as well, sir.
Oh, please then.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, this is something that took me a second to process. But at the very end, we had a guy sneaking up behind, and I noticed it, and Sergeant Barton also noticed it, and him saying something snapped me into the right frame of mind. But one thing, and I don't know if this really happens to anybody else, is if you get a contact, it feels like the best thing to do is maybe to fire at it, but while you're doing that, take a breath and stop, and that's something I haven't been doing. That's something I'm going to have to work on. Otherwise, I'm going to frantically send useless directions up the communications. So, that's something I guess I learned tonight, was just to take a breath.
Yeah, definitely. You realize that that's got to be the secret to stressful situations, right? A great example here. I got to watch the First Sergeant Brewer's stream of our FTX this weekend, so I got to see it from a top-down perspective of what we were doing. And there were multiple moments where we were getting engaged, and even though we could have been moving, everybody was fucking going crazy and just shooting, right? But if one squad even would have just stopped, breathed, and thought, there's 2 other squads engaging those 5 good dudes who I really need to shoot right now, right? Maybe some movement had been made in the right direction. Again, maybe not. But just an observation that I had realized that if people stop, breathe, it does help. So yeah, wholeheartedly good observation tonight. Sorry, Mark, what did you say? You had something?
Yes, sir. Got a few things
Yeah.
now. First off, a good pun on the top-down perspective of First Sergeant Stream.
Thank you.
And secondly, want to just add on to what Private O'Connell said. Remember your 5 basic soldiering skills: shoot, move, communicate, survive, and sustain. Not always particularly in that order. So sometimes the best thing to do when you have a contact is communicate it first so you can get support. And then you can focus on moving to cover and engaging. Sometimes, that could save you from just firing off a bunch of rounds, which will prevent you from sustaining your combat effectiveness. And lastly, as far as for CLS to remember, procedures for whether you should drag or carry someone. If you're going to carry someone, remember it takes a long time to pick them up, so don't do that if you're going to just move them less than 10 to 20 meters. If it's less than a 15-meter distance that you got to move, you can just drag them, but make sure you're using the carry conservatively. Otherwise, you could be wasting a lot of valuable time. That's all I got, LT.
Alternatively, don't drag him if you got 50 meters, because that's just retarded, and you're both going to die.
Speaking as
you see that a lot.
Speaking as a former trainer for the combat medical school, 20 meters is the cutoff. So basically, if it's shorter than 20 meters, it's quicker to drag them. If it's longer than 20 meters, it's quicker to pick them up.
Cool, thanks, sir. Thank you, team.
Yeah. Anything else to this good old fun fest of greatness, or?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, sorry, please.
I want to say, you guys did very well from what I can see here. Even though I'm not no instructor for you guys like that, but totally impressive on the job of improving from from initial part. And it was very enjoyable. Like I said, I really liked the training, but I just want to make sure I vocalize that so you know about that. The training was excellently.
Cool.
Thank you,
Cool. Sergeant Dale, I don't know if I heard you tonight. How anything do you have from the group? You're another NCO. I don't think I just heard from you.
Thank you, sir. I didn't really have too much. The Bravo team, I thought, did pretty well. The only thing I would think is on the comment on rear security earlier. I'm not sure how you guys do it in like the situations where you took that contact from the rear. I think Specialist Reynolds or Specialist Perkinson. Who's the medic here? I forget your name. I'm sorry.
Sergeant Dale.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm sorry, I forgot who 1-2 medic was. At least in 1-4 when we were clearing, usually the medic is on rear security. So at least for our side of things, I don't know if it's the same situation here, but like that's not a security that got dropped. That just was your security. But I wasn't watching, so I don't know how that happened.
If I could clarify on the rifle squad perspective, sorry.
Yeah, sure thing.
Usually for us, we try and keep the medic and the squad lead in a safe spot between the fire teams, and it is a priority of the rear member of the fire team to keep security. However, it is all METTC dependent, so it's kind of like whatever sector you got, even if you're the medic or the squad lead. If that's just how it's playing out, that's what you got to do. So I mean, I feel you, and that's totally. There's no wrong way to do it as long as all the sectors are covered.
Yeah, thank you, sir. It's just it fucking stood out to me as being a little bit of a weird comment, but when we move through towns, there's not as much contact, at least for us. So we do, it's
Right.
a little bit. We get to stay in our nice, neat little file more often than you guys do.
That A-firm.
Yeah, but I mean, that was all I had, sir.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I guess I'll ask one last time because I like to hear myself talk. Any last questions, comments,
I
concerns?
believe Specialist Reed had a window.
Specialist Reed.
Holy poop! Glad I asked that question. Go ahead.
Thanks, sir. No, I just
Speak up.
had
Great conversation.
He's on whispers.
Still can
Okay,
hear you,
thank-
Specialist. There you go.
So, I just had one further comment on that, is that I'd avoid trying to put medics just on a dedicated sector, because then if somebody goes down, they're forced to try and drop their sector or to not respond immediately. And that isn't something that should be happening. So, they can pick up whatever they can see available to them, but they should not be the only person on a sector, unless you absolutely have to.
Yeah. Actually, I'd like to add to that as well. Yeah, he's absolutely correct. And, you know, the fact of the matter is, unfortunately, that does happen sometimes where the medic gets stuck with a sector. But the key factor is the medic has to focus on their job. So it does fall on other members of the squad or fire team to make sure that they're picking up the sector that the medic has to drop so they can go do their job as a medic. So it just adds another piece of the puzzle there, and it adds to the necessity for situational awareness for everybody. Thank you, Specialist.
That's all I had.
Awesome. Well, Sergeant Barton, I thank you for letting me have some fun here and leading us a little bit. That was a good blast. I'm going to hand it back off to you to end it.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Glad to have you anytime. Not to beat that rear security into the ground. When we're moving through a village like that and we have one fire team on opposite sides of the road, whoever the last man happens to be at whatever intersection should pull rear security. So there should always be two, one on either side of the road, pulling rear security. And I say last man because as we leapfrog through a town across intersections, the last man on the one should be the first man on the next, if that makes any sense. So you should advance past the guy that stopped to pull a sector.
Hello.
As you go by, same thing as we did an FTX recently where we were clearing buildings 1-2. I'm speaking to you, and I don't remember what other element we were clearing with, but they would stop at one building, we would move past them, clear the next one. When they were done clearing theirs, they moved past us to clear the one adjacent to that one. Same scenario is what I'm talking about here. So as we're moving in a staggered column with an element on either side of the road, whoever the last man happens to be should be pulling rear security. That's all I have. Thank you so much to fill-ins for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves and you learned something. Have a 1-2. You're dismissed.
Start.
So that fire is just like, just floating there.
Wholeheartedly, you should see the ones on top. They were pretty bad.
Yeah, I saw those from far away.
Can I stand under this?
No.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching.
Really funny.
See you tomorrow for OSA.
First fire over by the fucking, what do you call it?
Oh, I can't.
No one did anything wrong. Good everyone. See you.